boy Josh, man. It's Josh Princeton. I was born in Stanford, born and raised in Stanford. I moved in Bridgeport when I was 7 years old. When I was a kid, I just had a little dream, and I'm living my dream to this day, as you can see. I got my sticks, I got my pads. These aren't mine. These are my boys. Shout out to my boy, Rudolph, you know. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm currently 25, and I want to get better.
When you start playing drums?
So I started playing when I really started playing when I was like 3 years old, and it started with lunch boxes, bro. Like I was playing with about a bunch of lunch boxes and like a lot of like shojes, we say in Creole, which is basically like pots and pans and stuff like that. And I would take like forks and knives and start banging on them. And then that's when I'll bang it to anything that I hear. Like I knew I had like a sense for music, because any song that I heard, I would always memorize the beat, and I always know how the song would go, and I'll always beat, you know, those pots and pans to exactly how I would hear the song in my head. I think I also get it from my family, because my dad was also coming up. He was learning like piano and he also played the drums in church. And then my uncle, my dad's brother, was also a guitar player. So I think it just runs on my dad's side of the family when it comes to like musicians and stuff like that. And I just think that you know, God blessed me with this talent, and I continually to try to, you know, get better at the talent and just, you know, be the best that I can be, to be the best me, you know. You
mentioned that Soja, it means pots in Creole. So you're obviously your ethnicity is Haitian. You're Haitian.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all my Zos, man. You know, I gotta represent for my Haitian people. I was born here though. I was not born in Haiti. I speak Creole thanks to my grandparents. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be speaking Creole. So shouts out to them. But yeah, so that's my ethnicity, Haitian. If I could be anything else, I probably wouldn't want to be anything else, because I like my Haitian culture, even though I was born here. But yeah.
Coming from a Haitian family, I do understand, like, you know, it can be tough to pursue certain things. However, you being a drummer and you drumming since the age of 3 years old, was it hard for you to jump into like playing the instrument with your letting your parents know, like, hey, I want to drum? Like, was it hard for you?
Nah, I don't think so, because like, well, as you're a kid, you don't really like, I mean, at the time when I was a kid, I still went to like school and stuff like that, but it's like, you're a kid, so like the way your parents treat you as a kid compared to when you're a teen and when you're adult, it's completely different. So when I was a kid, I always had an interest for drums and stuff like that, and I would always bother my dad about him getting me a drum set. Eventually he did, and then what happened was, and this is around the time where I moved to Bridgeport, like at the age of 7, and what happened was, where I lived was like close to a lot of neighbors and stuff like that, and so when I played the drums, they'll make a lot of noise and people would complain. So my dad just had to, you know, tell me to stop, and he took the drums and he sent them to Haiti, which I kind of regret, because I feel like I would have been a lot better if I had practiced more, but that didn't stop me, you know. So I just, you know, watch other drummers and just try to imitate them, and on anything that I can, whether it's a pillow, whether it's a table, anything with like a surface or rebound, I would hit and just make sure I get that practice. And yeah.
Okay. So do you drum at any places? Like, do you drum at a church or with a band or anything like that in particular?
I would say I wouldn't say it's necessarily a band, like a well-known band, but because in reality a band is just, I would say, 2 or more people, you know, coming together making music, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a guitar player to, you know, to be in the band. You don't have to be a drummer to be in the band. Like, just us singing, like right here, me and you and your brother, I mean your cousin right here, we could just be singing and we were already a trio, you know. So I don't think it has to do anything with instruments. It just has to just be with anything musical, whether it's whistling, whether it's, you know, playing piano, whether you're hitting cups. I don't know, anything that you can make musical, you know, and if there's multiple people in it, I believe that can be form a band, you know.
Okay. Have you ever planned on forming one, or never? Was it really your thing?
I thought about it.
Okay.
I really thought about it, but I I never saw myself as like a leader of being a band. Me personally, I like to lead by doing things that most people wouldn't do. So like, you know how like most leaders, like they like they're alpha and they express their alphaness and to show like their leadership. I'm more of that kind of leader where it's just like I lead, but I don't have to show that alphaness. You just see me and then you'll just know like, okay, like
He's serious.
he's serious. Yeah, you know. I don't have to like bark at you. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that, you know. It's more like, for me, it's more about leading by example rather than, you know, showing, what's that thing? What's the word for that?
Leading by example, showing,
Exerting yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like exerting yourself, you know. So I just do things that, you know, that normal people won't do, and I think that's a good trait to have, you know, when it comes to leadership.
So, have you been did drumming for like churches or certain events? For any events, like, because I know some people I know, they drum at churches or they'll drum at this big event fest, or you know, just little gigs and things like that.
I've done small gigs. I've done concerts. I've done I wouldn't say shows, but I've done like, we have this thing in church like called revivals, or like they'll spend like a week or however long their day is for the church, and then what they do is they invite other churches and they'll come and like have like a whole week, 2 weeks, months of just, you know, praising God. And you know, to me that's I would say, to me that feels like not really a concert or a show or a gig, but it's something that I like to do because, you know, anytime that I get a chance to play, I just want to play. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter like if it's church or if it's outside, if it's, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't like to play like in clubs and all that stuff, just because like I'm trying to devote myself to God. That's a decision that I made personally. So I try to use my drumming to bless people and not curse people. I had an interest in other things. Like I had an interest in like, you know, in media and like cameras and, you know, video and all that stuff. But, you know, I don't know. Like I feel like God gives me like this type of like ability. If I really want to learn something and I'm really interested in it, then I'm able to do it. You know, because like I never saw myself, you know, being a camera guy, and then here I am, you know, making my own videos and taking pictures and all that stuff. And this is all stuff that I taught myself. I didn't go to school for it.
Did you feel like at the time it was time consuming with drumming and then doing media things?
I think I wasted a lot of time. I think I did waste of time. I feel like the time that I spent, you know, doing camera and video and stuff like that, I could have spent more time focusing on my true craft, which is drumming. But then again, at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword, and I've kind of benefited from it because now, like, I'm able to display my drumming through my video and through my, you know, through the camera work and stuff like that. So I feel like it's also a blessing in disguise too, you know. So yeah,
that's a good way to look at it, you know, because I remember we used to work together back in 2017.
2017, yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you were drumming, but I thought it was just like a side thing you were doing.
Yeah.
You know, because I know a lot of drummers, and like, you know, I'd be like, yo, like, how long you been doing it? They'd be like years, and I'm like, if you want to take it far, and they're like, it is what it is, and I'm just like, okay. You know, I had a couple friends drumming at churches and things like that, but you know, media's a good thing, and I remember you did have YouTube videos. So what's going on with that? Is that something you're gonna dwell into once again, or you took your hiatus on? Like, what's the standpoint on that?
So first YouTube channel, it wasn't my channel. I think it was a group that had joined. It was called HKS, and that was a fun experiment time that I had, because I always saw those comedy videos, and you know, I always wanted to do those type of comedy stuff, and it was a fun time, man. I actually enjoyed it, man. It was, you know, it was fun. But then for some reason it just fell off, and
you know, a lot of people,
we just arguments and like ideas. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just when you have multiple people try to join things, you know, problems can start because not everybody can have the same vision.
But you know, that's also how things can get started. And don't get me wrong, everybody came together, things got started, and you know, just the momentum and consistency could get very tiring for certain others, and you know,
Right.
it can get overwhelming. I feel like for certain people. So you know, you just put a cut off because obviously life happens. So everybody has their own thing going on too as well.
Right.
Can't really force things.
Then I had my second channel, and it was about love, peace, and positive vibes. But then what happened was, I realized that channel, I wasn't able to capitalize off of it. It's like, what was the real? I didn't feel like I really had a real purpose. Like, I knew that I wanted to spread positivity, but it's like, okay, how am I gonna do it? Just saying, you know, love, peace, and positive vibes and all this stuff is not enough. So then that's when I just stopped. There's a period where I just stopped doing YouTube. I stopped doing videos. I stopped, and then one day, man, I was just laying down, and then like literally like God put in my heart, bro, like, you know, to use my abilities of like with cameras and video and, you know, and drumming, and just find a way to use all those three things that I've taught myself to spread a good message and, you know, spread the love of God. So I decided to do that, and I'm really excited for it. And it's something that I wanted to continue doing until I die. And then hopefully, like, you know, as I get older, you know, when I have a family and, you know, married and stuff like that, that they're able to see and look back at what I used to do at my, and you know, at my younger self, you know, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, and then I can leave something that's beyond me, you know, something that they'll see, you know, when I'm old and wrinkled, you know, what I used to do.
Black don't crack. Remember that.
Yeah.
But that's good. You know, you want to leave a legacy, and I think that's what everybody should have in mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing, because most people, when they think of legacy, they think about like money and net worth and wealth and all that stuff, and it's like, no, like, you can leave a legacy in other ways too besides that stuff. You know, you could leave a legacy by just writing a book, you know, and the book lives on, you know. So I don't, like, I get what they mean with the whole like net worth and money thing, but like, it doesn't have to be that. It could be your ideas, your paintings, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that you could, you know, put on the wall and it stays there for like the next 50, 100 years, you know, and yeah, it doesn't have to be money, bro. Yeah, so this channel is gonna consist of tutorials, and it's gonna be consisting of videos of me displaying my drumming. I'm not the best drummer in the world, but I continuously strive to be the best that I can be. You know, I always try to improve and just be better. And it's fun, man. I love like playing the drums and, you know, seeing people, you know, happy and being able to make people move and dance, and especially when you make them do that for God. You know, it's very inspiring. But yeah, this channel is just gonna basically have a lot of content. I'm gonna be doing reaction videos with other drummers. So they basically be watching other drummers, professional drummers, and what they do, and breaking it down, explaining, and try to apply it into my playing. I'm also gonna try to do interviews with other drummers, and, you know, and explain their experiences and my similar experiences that I have with drumming. I'll also have give tips about things that I do when I'm playing, and I'll also be displaying videos of me playing. It's gonna be great, man. I'm really excited. I'm also gonna be sharing God's word through it too. So I might share like biblical verses that has to do with music, you know. So I'm excited through that. So all these things coming together, and yeah. So I'm really trying to put something that, you know, that can last a lifetime now. You know.
Awesome. All right. You know, I don't know if there's more you wanted to talk about, but what else is there to expect as well? Like anything where they can find you on social media? Are you just strictly gonna be on YouTube, or straight?
YouTube will be my main thing, but the thing is, I'm currently focusing on other projects too, in other fields as well. But yeah, YouTube will be primarily the main channel, the main go-to. But I do understand the importance of having diversity, so I think I'm gonna diversify the different media accounts, so Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all those other platforms, because, you know, everybody has their own favorite platform to go to. Some people may use Instagram more, some people may use Snapchat more, some people may use YouTube more, some people may use TikTok more. So I just want to reach to try to reach out to the most amount of people that I can.
Okay.
So yeah.
And your favorite platform strictly is YouTube, though?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite platform. I would say that YouTube is just it's mostly a video content based world, you know. So it strictly focuses on videos, and a lot of stuff that I'm doing is video based. It doesn't really have to do with posting stuff, you know, pictures. It's not picture based. It's mostly video based. So I think YouTube is the perfect platform for that. YouTube, yeah. So I'll say this, man. I'll definitely say this, like, for those that, you know, that have a second thought of, you know, believing in God, I would say try to find God, or if you don't want to believe in God, try to find your inner peace. You know, try to meditate. You know, seek that happiness within yourself. You know, because we're living in tough times right now. You know, and we need all the positivity that we can get in the world. So, yeah, we just gotta stay strong and be together, because at the end of the day, you know, we all come from the same creator. You know, I believe in the creator, I believe in God, but some people may believe in, you know, Mother Nature or whatever. But wherever you believe where you come from, we all, at the end of the day, we still have the same body parts, we have the same heart, you know what I'm saying, same eyes, we're made out of the same stuff. So we just gotta, you know, be together and just work together.
I thought we were like, I was like, what is that?
So
you good?
Yeah, I hate bugs, man. I don't like bugs.
You hate bugs?
Yeah, I don't like bugs.
Why you hate bugs for?
Because they're annoying, man. Like, they're really annoying, especially when you're sweaty. Like, when I sweat a lot, the bugs always come on to me, man. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. You know, especially when they come in the ear out of nowhere and buzzing. It's annoying, man. I hate that, man. But also, what I want to say too is that for anybody that thinks that they can't learn music, or who wants to learn music and they feel like they can't, don't think you can't. Because I may have a special talent or gift or ability to play, you know, the drums, but it also took a lot of hard work and a lot of practice. You know, a lot of the stuff that I did practice. You have to put in some type of work. So if you really want to be good, I've watched drummers who had no type of natural ability to play drums, and they put in the hard work and they're able to play. So, you know, and music is something that it's very powerful, man. A lot of people don't understand the power of music, man. Music brings people together. Think about it, like, you know, you go to concerts, you know, everybody just comes together to see that one artist, you know, or they come together to share the same emotion, the same feeling. You know, the people relate to songs. We sing praises to God through songs. You know, we worship through songs. You know, just love the music, appreciate music, you know, and just, you know, appreciate everybody in your life, and most importantly, appreciate yourself, and trust and believe in God, man. You know, trust and believe in your Creator.
All right. Where can they find you on social media before we sign on?
You just can type in my name on YouTube. That's gonna be my YouTube. Just my name, Josh Princeton. You'll find me on YouTube. Also my name on Facebook, Instagram, jprinceton360. You know, I'm debating on changing it because I feel like it's a complicated name, but on the profile it's gonna say my name, Josh Princeton, anyway. So yeah, you can find me on there. And yeah. One last thing is all the drummers in the world, man. You know, so you want to stay in pocket, you know. And I always tell guys, stay in pocket, because at the end of the day, you gotta play the song, you know. So chops is great, you know, all these chops and fills is great, but you gotta play the song, you know, because everybody wants to hear the song. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, this is Josh Princeton.
Yeah, it's your boy Josh Princeton. I'm here at WickFlix, man. Shout outs to WickFlix for this video. I appreciate him. Shout outs to Rudolph for these cymbals. I'm not endorsed by ProMark, but I do like ProMark. I'm not endorsed by Evans, but I do like my Evans. So, you know, maybe I'll be endorsed by them one day
in the future,
God willing, you know. But yeah.